Hello everybody, this is Danny from Deep South Homestead in collaboration with Big Family Homestead on the 5 tips for beginning homesteaders. Today is tip number 3. And tip number 3 is food storage. Now, when you start doing food storage, not every homestead is going to have adequate food storage to begin with. A lot of people say, well, I've got my food storage, we're going to grow a garden. Well, let me tell you, gardens do not produce for at least 6 weeks, 8 weeks. And then if you're lucky, you might get your garden in being a beginning homesteader. So food storage is going to be a very important part to beginning homesteading. You're going to need food storage before the garden actually comes in. So that's why with me, food storage would be tip number 3. One of the things that I would take into consideration is, first of all, how many people's in my family, how much space I have to store food, and how am I going to store food. Am I going to do dry canning? Am I going to do dehydration? Am I going to do canning with pressure canners or canning with water bath canning? And then as I can, then my next thing is, where's my food source going to come from? Am I going to be raising the stuff that I store? Am I going to be going to a farmer's market to purchase the stuff that I want to store? Or am I going to be going to some sort of store and buying in bulk and bringing it home and actually packaging it in Mylar bags or oven canning or whatever? This is the things that I would take into consideration when I'm doing food storage for a beginning homesteader. So as you move on to your homestead, make a decision on how you're going to store your food and where your food source is going to come from for your food storage. Thank you from Deep South Homestead.